There we go. Now it's recording, and let's go see how to do these kinds of shiny effects in After Effects. So I'll share my screen with you. And there you can see already a little bit of how it might look like. So there's a shininess and these rays coming out from the person. And the thing is that even Tuomo thought that you would need some sort of add-on for After Effects in order to do this, but that's actually not true. You can also do it without anything. And the reason I'm showing this also is to give you a little bit of a feeling of what to do with the distort effects and and how to use all of these in an experimental way. Okay, but let's get back to the start. And I will create a new composition within this composition for this. And let's make it 25 minutes, 25 seconds long, not minutes. There we go. And in the project window, I have this video that I took from, it's a couple of years ago. I was in Tartu in Estonia, actually. I was there as a stipendium, with a stipendium, but that's not important. In the evening, there was this exhibition opening, and these guys were playing, and they were playing pretty nicely. So I took some video, and I have no idea who they are, but now I'm just using them. There it goes. And you're probably not hearing the music because I didn't share the music. But anyway, it doesn't really matter at this point what they are playing. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to have some shininess behind this guy. And because he's practically just sitting there in one place, I thought it would be pretty easy to do with the rotor brush tool. Another possibility would have been this guy, but yeah, I chose the guitar person. And now I'm going to actually, I have done the rotor brush already with in the other composition. You know how to do it, so that's why I'm not going to go much into that. So I think it was this one. So I'm going to just copy this layer with the rotor brush over here. So I'm opening the layer now so you can see the effects. So there's the rotor brush and refine edge. And so you can see it even better when I make the other layer invisible here. So this is what we did earlier in this class. We created the rotor brush and made one thing in the video like separated it, which is pretty nice that you don't always need a green screen to do this. It's not perfect, as you can see, but for this purpose, it's good enough. You also see that I put some, okay, there's the rotor brush. I also added a curves filter as an effect. So it has a little bit of different coloring, for better or for worse. I must add, I could still change it, color him a little bit. There we go. So you remember where to find this, I hope. It's under color correction and curves. So curves and levels you can also find in Photoshop. Not so that's one way of coloring. In the past, I haven't liked curves much, so that's maybe one reason why I decided to try it out a little bit. Anyway, for the shininess, I needed something else because, well, that's the best way of doing it to my knowledge. So I first created a solid layer, layer new and solid. Doesn't matter which color it is, but let's make it deep blue now. Because what I'm going to do there is going to delete the color anyway later. Okay, so now let's place the layer in the right place. There. Okay, just a minute. Right. So what I want to do is I want to make this into the shininess, but first I need to have some noise for it, which will become those rays that come out of from the person. And let's make this layer as long as the others, like this. So I'm going back to effects and where noise and grain and fractal noise. So fractal noise and turbulent noise are two things that I use a lot, actually. They are very versatile, and I'm guessing that I have showed it at some point already during this course, or if not, then I'm showing it now. Okay, fractal noise is this. You probably remember it. And there are lots of different kinds of noises that I could take, like cloudy or strings, that kind of stuff, turbulent, smooth. Anyway, I'm going to stay with the basic for now. I could also see, okay, maybe the linear, well, soft linear doesn't really matter for this purpose. What I'm trying to get is straight lines that go vertically. They could go horizontally, but for this purpose, the vertical ones are better. Okay, so first of all, I need a little bit more contrast. I'll go almost up with it, but not quite. see, brightness. Yeah, I can still change these if I want to. Then what I'm interested in to get the lines is the transform options, which I need to open. And then there's the rotation. Yeah, I'm going to use this later on also. But here we have the scale, which isn't much interesting unless I click on away the uniform scaling, in which case I get the width and the height. And that's what I'm interested in right now, because remember, I wanted to make straight lines. I could have done this in Photoshop, I guess, but then I couldn't get it to move as much as here as an effect. So let's put the height. So you can see that the lines are already forming. This is not bad. But yeah, the maximum here is 600, but actually I can go further than that. Let's put 1,500. Okay, and let's put 10 here. Okay, that is starting to look better. So I'm using the rotation to get some other view here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. But for now, with evolution, I can also change it, and I might want to do it already. So to put some evolution there, and let's make it fairly quick. 2 rounds per 5 seconds. And then let's continue. So for now, it's not going around the guy, and that's the thing I want to grab next. But let's see how this looks like. Yeah, it could already be something fairly interesting, especially if I change the mode here of to, let's say, overlay. So it's giving it an interesting vibe already, but let's stay with normal for now. Yes, I wanted to put the rays going around the guy and maybe also soften them a little bit, so with a mask, so that it doesn't end abruptly. So I need a new effect for that. So I'll stay with the distort. I'll go to the distort filters, I mean, and there are a couple of possibilities here. So before going to the real one, I wanted to show you a couple of things here. So what if I use the CC bended? Usually the CCs are a little bit classier than the others. So let's see what bended means. So here I have these starting and ending points, and I can also click here to bend. So this is almost what I want, but the other way around. I wonder if I should use the bend filter to this instead of the other one, the polar coordinates. So this could be a possibility, although I need to change the direction here to the also I can change the starting and ending points of the bend. So in itself, this is fairly interesting. By the way, here I already have like these kinds of rays. I'm just trying things out here, actually. Let's see, there's the end. So I can make it fairly big. So yes, this could be a way to do this. Just need to get it to the right place, which would be here. So this needs a little bit of working by hand. Adjustments. Actually, I might be happy with that already. So I need to be careful that this doesn't go beyond the borders of the layer itself, because otherwise it won't work. So the bended CC bended is one possibility for this. As you can see, it is already alive. The other possibility would have been, let's go back here. It would have been distort and polar coordinates. So, by the way, here you can just switch off an effect if you want to. So here with it's really simple. You just put on the interpolation. And then you find the, okay, rectipolar. There we go. So this would have been the other way of doing this. So let's compare this. There's the polar coordinates. Here's the bended. Doesn't really matter which one I'll use, because with the bended is right now smaller. Okay, interesting. Now they are both on. Just to show you maybe one other distortion, because there are lots of these. So I could have used maybe, let's see, what is the Gridler? I think that was also fairly interesting. Well, not that interesting, actually. There's tiles. That you can use. Well, graphically, this could be interesting if you want to do like weird stuff. Okay, but I'll get rid of the gridler for now. What about smear? Okay, I don't think I like smear that much. Then there's the ripple, which will make ripples. With different kinds of waves. So and as all of these are animatable, it might give you some very nice effects. And of course, you can change the place where the ripples go to and animate it. So you can make people get headaches for sure. But there are some interesting possibilities here as well. So what I'm trying to say is try out what you can find here in the distort effects, so that you can use the whole package of what After Effects has to offer to you. Anyway, I'm not going to actually use the ripple, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's see still what flow motion would be. Amount. Okay. Interesting. Groovy. Anyway, I'll get rid of flow motion too. Back to the bend it, and now I'm going to scale it and move the layer so that it's going to be around here, how it's going to come. And then I could go back to the fractal noise settings and see if I could still make the width smaller. Yeah. And let's animate the rotation too, to get even more stuff happening here. So let's see, how is this now? Well, I'm obviously going to need something else here, some colors, and maybe the rotation was a little bit too fast. So let's put it to less than 100. There we go. So now for the hard part, I want to make a mask that is reaching to the edges here, but I can't do the mask in a normal manner. Let me show you what I mean. If I take the bend it away, and let's make a mask here, an ellipse mask, for instance. Again, if I want to make an actual mask, it has to be while the layer is selected, and then I can feather the path like so. But now, as it is, as there's the bending, then the mask will not be quite accurate. As you notice, the some parts of it don't fit. So I need to use the pen tool and then make a couple of new points to the mask so that it will bend it like it should. Okay, there we go. So this, in this case, the lower part will say what this part is doing. Okay. And I think it is working. And now I need a little bit of color for these rays because black and white is a bit boring. I could just change the solid layers like a mode. Okay, that's a bit less bright. Yeah, I kind of like the this too, but still I'd like to have a little bit of color there since he is colored as well. So effect, I'll go to CC toner, or I could just put another curves effect here. There, I need the reds, greens, and blues. There's some red already. I used to be a little bit afraid of these curves in when I was just learning these programs because I thought, okay, I don't know about math. I don't actually understand what they are doing, these curves. And I thought, yeah, I should understand everything. But then, and yes, I did read about them at some point, but then the most important thing is to see what they do when you just adjust them. So no, so use your optical control, so to say. Yeah, I think I'm getting somewhere now with it. Okay, and that was the wrong layer. Yeah, not really. Soft light often works with me, but it's maybe too soft now. Overlay, not bad. Multiply goes pretty heavy on it. So from here, up from here, it's up to your taste then to do what you want with it. But now you know how to do the basic thing. Pin light, yeah. About the mask, I might have one other way of doing it would have been to make another layer and then mask it with the deep blue solid. So that might have been an easier solution here, actually. But yeah, why do something in an easy way when you can do it in the hard way? Okay, I already had the nice one, but then I lost it. It wasn't screen. It wasn't Leiden. I think I'll stay with add here. But what I also would like here for the composition would be maybe one mask more, or one one layer more to make a nice vignette effect. So I'll create a new layer, another solid layer, and this time I'll think about the color a little bit. But I can always change it. That's the nice thing about After Effects. You can always change things. And maybe that's why I prefer to make my layouts directly in After Effects instead of Photoshop, because then I have more control to it. Okay, there's the mask, and I need to put it the other way around, subtract it, and then feather it, and maybe change the expansion. So obviously I'm not looking for like gentle effects which you don't notice at all. So this is very noticeable that it's not realistic, but well, that's also a possibility that you can do in After Effects. You can just very gently do things with the videos that you have, but this was not my purpose here. Okay, so this is one possibility that you could use in some of your animations or videos. And yeah, what I wanted was, as I said, that you try out different effects, see what they can give you, also by combining them. So never be happy with just one effect when you could use 3 or 4 and see what that gives you. That's the beauty of After Effects in many ways. Okay, I'll stop the sharing and stop the video now.